Hey guys, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Jackson and I are up here. We're going to do one cast. We got about 2.5 inches of rain this morning. Some local flash flooding, but we didn't get hit at all. The lake muddied up pretty good for a little while. That's one of the reasons I came all the way up here to the cable. They're running 2 units still, and I'm using an 1/8 ounce white jig, 4-pound line. I'm going to go ahead and get this one cast out of the way because I like to fish right up here by the cable. And I'm just going to basically drift down the middle. It's super foggy because of the humidity in the cold water. So I'm going to have to kind of watch where I'm going. Since I don't have a trolling motor, I've got my motor running all the time. I might have picked up a bunch of moss right there. Yeah, feels like my jig's a little heavy. But I'm going to go ahead and play it out. Sorry. I let it go a little too deep. No moss. Okay. Lakes, beavers come up about 1.25 foot today. Table rock's about the same. I'm going to go ahead and adjust the boat. I'm already too far over here close to the island. I'm in one of our new boats, our new Tri-Tunes, and we're still breaking in a few of them, including this one. So it's kind of nice to get out and fish out of these new ones and get some hours on them to where we can send them out with people. We're expecting to get more rain. I'm going a little bit too fast into that bank. I'm not used to using a pontoon, so it's a lot different than a boat, bass boat. Supposed to get a little more rain tonight. I'm not sure how much. Hopefully not that much. I think the lakes are going to come up a couple of feet, maybe a little bit more than that. We're probably going to see, there's a fish. We're probably going to see a increase in flow from 2 units to 3, possibly 4 units. Depends on how high Table Rock gets. They haven't started running Beaver Lake at all yet. Well, they're running a little bit. Little tiny rainbow. But after it stops raining tonight and in the morning, we're not supposed to get any rain for a little while. So things should settle back down. There wasn't much fishing going on today because the lake, like I said, muddied up pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and just fish out this side over here. I know you can't really see what I'm doing. I'll try to go over here. But the boat will turn sideways every time. I can't keep it from doing that. This is not necessarily ideal. But this is the clearest water on the lake right now. It really is not too bad down at our place. It's cleared up a lot. And by tomorrow, it's probably going to be clear all the way down through the landing, but there was some still some muddy water coming in at Short Creek and a little bit at Fall Creek. Rourke Creek and some of the Rourke Creek and Turkey Creek were pretty high and muddy. So we had some tornadic, I guess that's what you call it, tornado warnings this morning. And that front moved through. But I don't think there's any tornadoes that were spotted, and I know there wasn't any damage. And I know that there were some reports of flash flooding in the area because I got some texts from friends saying we're okay, but they are very isolated and not, I think most of them were north of us. Did put out a fishery report this morning, and I posted it on Ozark Anglers and our Facebook page. It's not a real long report. It just kind of gives you several things that have been working pretty good, and then of course one cast yesterday, Blake kind of showed everybody the Cooper Creek Flats area and all the fish that are there. Yeah, I'm good. Of course, after a rain like this, we really encourage people to use night crawlers because, you know, being spring now, there's probably a lot of worms being washed in the lake from these runoffs. There's all these ditches that run in the lake. I know there's worms all over the pavement. Still picking up some moss. You know, I need to throw that 16th ounce through here because it's not very deep. And I can work it a lot slower and not get down in the moss. Oh, that sun's coming out. Huh. I know there's another front coming through here. It's going to start raining again before midnight. And another front will go through a little after midnight, and it's supposed to rain most of the night and end in the morning. I did see where northwest Arkansas got a lot more rain than we did. I saw 4 or 5 inches of rain down by Fayetteville. So, and depending on what side of the hill that falls, most of it's going to hit Beaver. So really, it's all in this watershed. So we're going to see all that runoff go by our doorstep. That's bottom, I'm afraid. My pontoon is just kind of doing cartwheels. I haven't been up here fishing in a while, so I'm gonna throw off this side. Just gonna kind of take what it gives me. If you have any questions about the boats that we rent, like this 23-foot Bennington, you can go to our website, lilleyslanding.com, under Marina and pontoons or bass boats or whatever. You can kind of see what we have. These are real nice boats. We're very happy with them and blessed to get them, because boats are real hard to get right now. Very hard. We ordered some more G3 bass boats October last year, and we're not going to get those until June or even July. And they just told us today if we want boats next year, we need to order them right now. And when I say next year, I mean next summer. And even then, there's no guarantee. It's like there's a little colored water over there against that bank. Some runoff. It's still murky. It's running in the lake. Sometimes those fish like that. Oh, there might have been a touch. Okay, I'm gonna turn the boat so you're not looking right in the sun. It's no fun. It should work okay. I'm going to continue to work my 16th ounce jig. Two units is still pretty slow, and it's not that deep here, so rain jacket's going to get pretty warm pretty quick. One more cast with this. I'm gonna put on a dark jig after this cast. Maybe a sculpin jig. Okay, let's put on a sculpin jig real quick. And the first one I grab is a tri-olive. And it's a 1/16 ounce also. Well, what do you know? They want a dark jig, maybe. I am going to reposition this boat again so you're not looking in the sun. He's not real big. Nope, nope, nope. The line is around his jaw. There we go. Nope, it's around this other jaw. Come on. Try not to touch you. Okay, now I got it. It's a little one. I like this bank. I'm right across from the boat ramp. You know what I'd like to do? I'm going to run back up and fish that little section again, and then I'll finish out one cast. And I'm just going to leave the camera on. I know the sun is right there in your eyes, but it's kind of pretty. Sun's starting to go behind the clouds again, so that's good. All right. Got pretty cloudy water over there from that ditch it's running in. Rocking chair access is right there, so I'm kind of just pulling right up to it and starting my drift. One more cast before I get to the tree. Throw in behind the tree. It's a good spot. Come on, fish. So if Table Rock gets up to 920, which right now it's at 916 and a half, they will run floodgates. Felt him. Tap it. I don't, depending on what they get tonight. Right now it's not going to get there. With the rain we've had, it might get to 18 and a half. But it's another male. They're yellowish, darkish color. So So, yeah, I don't think we'll get into 19. They'll bump this up probably tomorrow to 3 units, maybe 4, and that'll keep the level down. So it probably won't raise to that 920 unless, again, if we get another 2 inches of rain tonight. You know, the ground's already saturated, so it all goes in the lake. I know Roaring River got flooded out. I saw a picture on Facebook of a truck and a camper underwater in the park there below the bridge. Somebody didn't get out quick enough. I don't think anybody got hurt. And all that water goes into Table Rock. And I heard that James River, I didn't look and see. I can real quick, but I didn't look to see what level it is, but I'm sure it's high. And again, Table Rock gets all that water. We get all that water. I guess it's only, this drift is good for one fish. We are still blessed that we're not getting a whole bunch of these rain events back to back. We're very thankful not to be in a position where we're worried about lake levels. They're still way below any kind of danger or any kind of flooding, so. And I know it's just, you know, it's almost May, the 1st of May, and I'm hoping that this trend continues. It's been pretty dry, really, pretty dry spring. So. They just don't seem to be up on this flat like they have in the past. Usually this stretch from the boat ramp down, the water's a lot shallower through this gravel area, and we usually catch a lot of fish, but I haven't really seen that many fish, so. Couple more casts. I like the edge of this bank over here. Although I think we're getting closer and closer to it. Oh, I just missed one. Ooh, I see a nice fish down there. I wonder if that's the one that bit. Come on. Right on the tip of that island. Yeah, I'm headed right for that tree. So I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you. And we will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.